All right, welcome everybody. Here we are for some yoga today. Let's go ahead and start with some nice meditation. Open up the chest, breathe deep in the belly. The way I like to think about it is inhale for the first 2/3 in the belly, and then the last third up the chest, and then exhale, just relax everything. So let's go ahead and focus on that breathing and just kind of meditate on your breath. Nice, deep, long breaths. Feel the belly expanding, and then feel the breath come up into the chest each time. Now let's focus on relaxing with the exhales. Imagine that you're just kind of melting into your chair, just really relaxing each time you exhale. Make yourself more relaxed. Taking 2 more breaths. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and scoot up. Today's going to be a nice basic yoga day. We're going to go through all the basic poses, all the basic stretches, and all the basic balances. And remember to inhale, exhale, coordinate the breath. Other direction. Good, and then inhale, reach up. So one of the most basic things is stretching out this lower abdominal area. One person described it to me, a yoga instructor actually, described it to me as like an inner bag, and sometimes the inner bag sticks to the outer parts. And so doing this stretch, taking some deep breaths, separates the inner bag from those muscles and organs. And then we'll reach up and over, triangle pose, seated. You're going to look up the hand and reach back. And other side, about 2 good breaths. This foot's pointed forward, this one's pointed to the side. And then feet together, twisting, looking back behind you. Other side. Excellent. And then we're going to go ahead and cross the legs, either low at the ankles or up high. And the main thing is to keep your back straight. Great hip stretch. Take one more breath. And then we'll switch sides, either low or high on the leg there. One more breath. Excellent. So we just stretched the outer hip. Now we'll stretch the inner front of the hip. So we're going to face the side. Scooch back so I can see here. One leg back and reach up. Stretching the front right in here. And again, we can try to stretch that inner bag idea. And then back to center, kind of like you're out of breath here. First, start with just taking a couple deep breaths. Good to take a second just to enjoy your breath. And then twisting, looking back behind you. Take 2 breaths there. And other side. Good, then we're going to face this side, stretching the hip flexor right here and reaching up. Take a couple breaths. And back to center. Let's go ahead and stand up. And again, we're going to start with the reach up, taking a couple deep breaths in. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was at this workshop once, and that's when this guy talked about this inner bag thing. And the ironic part was that he had us do this stretch where we did this, just keep stretching, reaching up. We did this thing where we're reaching down and forward. And anyway, like we weren't able to do it at first. And then we did this reach up, stretch the inner bag thing. And then we were able to do the stretch that he started with. It was really bizarre because the stretch doesn't seem to have anything to do with the front. It was more about the back. Kind of a little trick, I guess. I'm gonna have to look it up one of these days. So then we're gonna go feet together and take your hips to the side, reach up and over. And then we'll go to the other side. And next is rotation. So look in the direction that you're rotating, just so you get even more rotation. And then hold it looking back. Other side. Good, and then a little forward and back. Now, when you go back, don't go back too far. But give it a good stretch here too. So I'm trying to keep it pretty basic and just like a nice simple stretch routine along with a little yoga. Let's do downward dog. Stretching the whole body out. And feet together. Next, we'll work a little balance, going up to the balls of the feet. Try to just hold it there. And there's always that comfort spot you go to. So go above the comfort spot a little bit. Make it challenging. And just take a couple deep breaths. Good, and that's working these calf muscles. So we're going to stretch those out with the bow and arrow stance. One leg back, bend the front leg, come to heart center. Yeah, just kind of lean into it with your legs, keeping your posture right up and down. And then we'll just switch to the side, other foot's in front. This is a pretty important stretch, that calf stretch there. And relax. Next is gathering sunflowers. So we're going to have the toes turned out pretty wide. Just move that out of the way. So you go deep breath in. And then as you go down, make sure your knees are right over your ankles there. Inhale. Exhale. Work your breathing. And then we go to sun pose. Take a couple deep breaths. And relax. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to tree pose. So try not to sink into the hip. Keep yourself upright. Take a couple deep breaths. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, other side. One more deep breath. And relax. Step out with your right leg, reaching up with both hands. Taking a couple deep breaths there. So warrior one. And again, stretching that inner area by breathing deep in the belly. And then we go back to downward dog. Walk the feet back, stretch it all out. Hold there for a couple deep breaths. Excellent. And then we'll go to the other side. Stepping out, warrior one. One more breath. Good, and then feet together about hip width apart, airplane pose. So showing you from the side, we're gonna sit back with it. Have the arms back, notice they're about parallel to the body. Try not to let your knees go forward. Hold there for about 2 or 3 breaths. And relax. We'll put that with cat and cow. So we're gonna start with cat. You're gonna bend the legs, curve the back. Take a couple deep breaths. And then lift the chest, opening the body. And scoot the feet forward a little. Cow pose. Take 2 breaths. And relax. Next one's going to be star pose. So I'm going to lean toward my chair just so I have something to lean toward. And make yourself a star. Hold there for about 2 or 3 breaths. And then switch sides. Couple deep breaths. One more breath. Oop, almost lost it. And relax. Let's go ahead and rotate the hips with that one. Nice, big, wide hip rotations. Other direction. Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat. And another one I like to do a lot, and this one's something you should do at home frequently on your own, is putting your right leg out and just stretching the back of these legs here. Pull the toes back. You take a deep breath in. And just keep the back straight as you take your chest to your toes. Just keep stretching, try to go a little further. And then rock the foot. People often get tight in the back of the legs. You can do that while you're watching TV, whatever. Just do it a few times a day. Side to side with the foot. And other leg out. Deep breath in. One more breath. And then rock your foot forward and back. And then side to side. Okay, and then we're gonna come to the side here and grab the back of the chair and just twisting, pulling yourself around. Take a couple deep breaths. And then come back to center. Inner thigh stretch. So feet are wide. And what we'll do is try to kind of push to one side. So stretching here. And then stretching the other side. Okay, and then come to this side of the chair and grab the back of the chair. Take a couple deep breaths. And back to center. Open and close the hands. Make a fist, roll your wrists around. Other direction. Push out, pull the fingers down, and then open the chest. Take 2 breaths there. And then grab the side of the chair, take your ear to shoulder, stretching your neck and shoulder. And then we'll try the other side. Looking to the side, stretching the neck. And when you do this, pull your head back a little. Other side. Okay, and then we'll finish with a nice meditation, just like we did at the start. And let's really focus on relaxing the body. So every time you exhale, imagine that you're just kind of really relaxing, like you're melting into the chair almost. So relaxed. See just how relaxed you can get. I wonder how relaxed you can get. Imagine now that you're doubling your relaxation, even more relaxed. Just keep meditating on relaxing, seeing just how relaxed you could get. Taking just a couple more deep breaths and then we'll close up. Good. Open your eyes. Come into heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed the nice basic yoga. It's always a good one to come back to for a basic stretch and relax day. Thank you very much.